That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him. Today, perfection has a new look, a new feel. We're taking the ugliest, knottiest, gnarliest hunks of 2x4 and turning them into something simple, something beautiful, a gift for all seasons, for any reason, for no reason at all. It's a 10-minute project, probably 50 cents worth of wood, but I had to make it, and I think you should too. You know, I wasn't going to film this project. I have delayed making it for weeks now. It's so easy, I wasn't sure if it was worth the time to record, produce, make a short. Maybe. But two things. One, that's what Thursday's video was supposed to be. A quick, simple hour of tinkering around in the shop. Something from nothing. And two, I was cleaning my shop and saw this. Now, I see it every day, but I needed to see it that particular day. I was down. It's odd for me. I'm normally upbeat, but I was down. It's a gift from my daughter when she was 4. No, this isn't what we're making, but this reminded me sometimes it's the smallest things, the simplest, the things you don't even think of, expect, that can mean so much. This little gift probably cost a total of 10 cents. Yet here I am 15 years later still holding on to it, thinking about it. This little note says something like, and I'm paraphrasing because it's far too small to read at my age. This is my love. Whenever you are down, hold this. Think of me and it'll be okay. Somebody loves you. And somewhere in there is something like, don't open it. Now, me being the idiot that I am, when she gave it to me, I immediately said I had to open it and see what's inside. She dove on me, wailing, screaming, pounding me, hitting with those little tiny fists of hers. No, Daddy, no. I laughed, I hugged her and said, never. And she made me promise, and I kept it. Well, till later that night. Just kidding. Flash forward 12 years later and payback. She swings in while I'm at work. I'm slumped over my desk, the corporate grind, wondering why I'm fighting for a company that won't fight for itself, let alone its employees. Stress eating away at me. She comes in, stops by on her way home from Auto Tech, a boy in tow. You good, bro? Yeah. Got any cash? I need chocolate. No, wait, I might have some quarters. Check the drawer. She opens the desk drawer, pulls this out, and laughs. She gets all tough. You know, every kid goes through this phase. Dad, seriously? You kept this? It's just a dumb block of wood. I can't believe you still have it. The boy laughs and, yeah, I cry. I mean, it's not just a dumb block of wood anymore, right? It's something else, something more. So look, call me sentimental, call me old. I don't care. Just call me. I so resisted the urge to say call me maybe there. All right, don't call me. I'll settle for a like, a comment, a subscribe if you haven't already. Look, my point is we get caught up in life, trading gift cards for the holidays, and forget how sometimes it's just the little things, the things we do for no reason other than to say, hey, I was thinking of you. Okay, let's catch up here. We took our 2x4s, carefully selected for grain and knots, and no cupping. Figuring each section we need is 3.5 inches. I like to break it down to 4 inches in my head and work around the sections I think will look the best. Ripped them at the table saw. I went with both 3/8 and 1/2 inch thick, getting 2 or 3 per section. I prefer the full 1/2 inch. Then we hit it with the wen at 120. Removed all saw marks and rounded over the edges. I go rough and not perfect. It's who I am. If you are into perfection, feel free to route the edges over or bevel. This is the look I was going for though. Then we hand sand and here we are. I'm going to glue some knots back in. I think they'll hold. Hadn't had them pop out before, but the knots are the beauty in this beast. Please don't sue me, Disney, for saying that. Obviously, it's coasters. You've seen them before. I've seen them before. And if it's done with pine or fir, it's almost always done with a 4x4 and end grain, which I never really get because end grain is, well, end grain. Now, I'm not a total idiot when it comes to wood, more like 60-40 depending upon the day. so I assume it's something to do with stability and curling. But I cut some of these last year and nothing. High humidity, cold, hot, the works. I'm thinking the knots stop the wood from moving much. But if you've done something like this and it went south, curling so bad you had to repurpose it to a salsa dish, yeah, let me know and I'll take 2 of them. Now, I'm feeling a little like I didn't make anything today. I know. Man, you just spent an hour telling us how it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I want to make something. I'm an idiot. So, I'm going to make a quick holder, but for only 4 of them, I think. Yeah, I'm not liking any of these. They look too much for how simple this is. But I do remember seeing someone do it with them standing up. And I remember thinking, God, that's god awful. God, that's ugly. Not in a good way. But I'm thinking it might just be the perfect look for this. Highlighting the best coaster up front, putting it right there out on display. We'll cut some slots at the table saw and sand it down. Cut it to fit at the miter saw. Some quick chisel work, some more sanding, and I think we got it. Again, this is as easy, as quick as you want the project to be, or as long as you want the piece to take. Look, I'm going to stress mine a touch. Just a few nail holes, some of the faux bug bites I love so much. Not a lot, just some in the corners. No splits today, no fake fungi, just some holes, so the finish can soak in, giving it some character. For a finish, I don't know. I'm going to try something a little different here. I have this really old quart of pre-stain conditioner, which I read is pretty much just straight shellac. So I'm going to tint it with a touch of special walnut. I did this last week for the birdhouse on the live edge. And look at it. I love it. Just that hint of color, a hint, and it soaks into the knots, the holes, any imperfection of the wood, and it's awesome. So I think we'll do that again. After that, I'm going to apply 3 coats of poly. Now, I like 6 in a bundle. I'm going to tie it with a little bit of twine. Thin twine is best so it doesn't get too lopsided when it stands. A little bit of lopside is good. Leaning Tower of Pisa. That little bit of tilt will draw the OCD eyes in, and they'll be like, hey, why is that leaning? Reach over to correct it, and then, hey, they're looking at it. We'll put a little birch tag on it as well. I mean, come on. That's beautiful. And the other one? Here we are. A or B. I really love the bundle and thought for sure that would be my favorite by far. But the vertical storage kind of draws me in too, almost like a piece of art. I like the thinner base. I don't know. I'm going to keep the vertical for myself because I know I'll actually use the coasters in my house. But for sure, I'm going to finish these others up as bundles to gift out this year. So which would you build? As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for sticking around and watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Anything and everything. I love hearing what you might do. Until the next time.